I've found that most competitors are too scared to speak out against... Okay, this is just immature, and it's honestly extremely disrespectful.
So these people dig their own grave. Riley Gaines was with Kirk Cameron in a library in Tennessee, and she was recording a 60-second intro or some kind of content for what they were going to talk about. And the library director was in the background slamming things, saying whatever it is he was saying. I couldn't really understand it, but he got what he deserved because these woke people just won't let this go. She's fighting for girls to keep men and boys out of female sports, and people don't like it and they just can't get over it. So deal with it, Alan Morales. You got what you had coming to you. So yeah, this is what's happening all over the country today. Riley Gaines was at that library in Tennessee. Kirk Cameron was there. He's going around the country doing a book tour. He's writing children's books. And she was filming a 60-second promo or some kind of intro. And you heard in that quick clip in the background slamming, and somebody was running their mouth. And then she decided to approach them. That library director, rightfully so, lost his job for interfering with something that had absolutely nothing to do with him. If you don't like what's going on, keep your mouth closed. She was invited there. Everything was cleared. They knew what she was going to do and what Kirk Cameron was going to do. But the director just couldn't help himself. Obviously, he's one of the pro alphabet people, and he's okay with men competing against biological women. And Riley Gaines has had enough. She's had enough, and rightfully so. She deserves to be treated with respect, just like all the transgender women want respect. So watch the whole clip, and then I'm going to talk about this some more.
Hi everyone, Riley Gaines here. As a college swimmer, I went up against some of the best female athletes in the world. But not long ago, it became okay for biological men to compete against women in swimming. This made it much harder for hardworking female competitors such as myself to succeed. I found that most competitors are too scared to speak out against... Okay, this is just immature, and it's honestly extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you guys are old enough to know that that is, like, extremely disrespectful.
Yes.
Like, to slam your feet or books or whatever on the ground, that's pretty ridiculous. We have 60 more seconds, and that's all that we ask of you guys. And it would be made quicker if we weren't slamming books and stomping our feet.
I'm with you.
Thank you so much. Okay, sorry.
So again, slamming things, running the mouth, for what reason other than you're acting like a complete child? It's obvious that person, Alan Morales, disagrees with Riley's stance on sports, but that's too bad. She is fighting for the rights of biological females, young girls to adults who compete in sports. Young girls are losing in whatever sport, swimming, baseball, you name it. Boys are getting involved in girls' sports because they're not good enough to compete against the boys. And Riley Gaines is speaking out, and she has been, after William Leah Thomas won an NCAA Division I championship that rightfully belonged to Riley Gaines. Riley is a former University of Kentucky swimmer. She's the most decorated swimmer in that program's history. She has 6 records that have yet to be broken at U of Kentucky. And she's on a mission to save the sport that she loves and many others. But the woke alphabet ideology insists that if a biological male is taking hormones, Oh, that makes them a female. So they can compete against the females. This entire thing is absolute nonsense. When are people just going to realize that? If you're not good enough to compete against your biological sex, then don't compete. You don't deserve to be competing because as a biological male, your body chemistry is different. You have an upper hand on the females. William Leah Thomas had a wingspan like a 747. He towered over every girl in that pool. So yeah, he's going to swim faster than the females. And Riley came in second in that NCAA tournament when she should have been the champion. But they handed the biological male the trophy because he deserved it. Absolute nonsense. This woke culture we live in today, woke meaning to me, willingly overlooking known evil. Because all these woke people are blocking their eyes and looking the other way when they know that someone is doing something wrong. Men in women's sports, taking children for puberty blockers and gender affirming care. That's evil. And the woke in this country today, and Joe Biden is the king of woke, are allowing the destruction of female sports, and they're damaging children irreversibly because that's the world we have to live in. We have to go along with it because all these people know, they know what they're doing is wrong, but they're going to fight for their cause because they get everything they want. Okay? They get what they want. They get all the media time from the mainstream liberal media. They get interviews. They get billboards. They get this, that, and the other. You name it, they get it. So for that library director to act like such a child, in my opinion, is, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say when I saw that and I heard that, because these people just can't get it through their heads that we all don't have to agree with what these people are doing. We could just go about our business. We don't have to get involved in it. We don't have to praise it. We don't have to march with them. Why can't they just do what they do and let the rest of us do what we do? And my answer to that question is because they won't get enough recognition. They're trying to take over the world. They're trying to take over jobs, sports, businesses, you name it. The alphabet people want it all, but they want it all handed to them on a platter. They don't want to work for it because the majority of these people, if you see them, they're not working. They're not doing nothing but making videos, making signs, and protesting. These people aren't working. They want everything for free. And with the administration we have in the White House right now, they're getting exactly what they want. So people like me and people like Riley Gaines, who, we're not that you're against it. I'm against men and women's sports, but I don't care. I don't care that men think they're women. Good for them. I can walk by them in the street. It doesn't bother me. Don't shove it down my throat. Okay? Let it go. And I always say this every time I make a video about this. Leave the kids alone. Let the young girls compete against young girls. And if the young boy's not good enough to compete against boys, guess what? He doesn't compete at all. That's fair play. Okay? It's not fair play for a boy to say, oh, I'm a girl, so I'm going to compete against them. It's absolute nonsense, and it needs to stop. Let kids be kids, and if adult men want to say they're women, knock yourself out. And if adult women want to say they're men, knock yourself out. Riley Gaines is on a mission to fight to keep women's sports with biological women. And I'm all for that. So the woke people, get over it. And Alan Morales, you deserve to lose your job for acting like such a fool because someone was making a 60-second video talking about something that she believes in and something that she knows she's right in believing in it. And that's all I'm going to say. It's absolute nonsense. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. Share my videos with someone. I'd appreciate that. Hope everybody's healthy and safe, and have a great day.